What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Alex if you're new, and I just make motherhood and lifestyle videos, everything along those lines. And today I am sharing with you guys my 39-week update. Because yes, we're here. Even though I didn't think we would make it here. But at the same time, my son decided to be 9 days late, so I guess she may go late too, this baby girl. Anyways, let's just get right into it. So the last week I've been having Braxton Hicks daily. They're not like super common throughout or often throughout the day, but sometimes I'll just have a few, and sometimes I'll have them last for like an hour, 2 hours, but they always fizzle out and they're not very intense or anything like that. They're just very mild cramping. She definitely feels like she's getting lower, which is super duper exciting. I feel like at this point we're just counting down the days, but I have been starting to get some swelling in my lower legs, like my ankles kind of, and my feet. It's really not that bad, and some days it's just worse than others, so I don't know. My swelling with Asher was a lot worse, but like I said, I also went 41 in 2 days, so I think it might have been once I got to about that 40 weeks that I started to swell more, but I'm not 100% for sure. I've been very tired and had low energy. I don't really want to socialize with people. I feel like I'm exerting all my energy just doing the basics and playing with Asher, and just, you know, the basic things take a lot right now, so I'm definitely tired. I am having a ton of back pain, lots of back pain, from like under my shoulder blades all the way down, like to the point where sometimes it's almost like my muscles are so tender that even Alex trying to massage them out hurts. So that sucks, but some days are worse than others. I just kind of have to take it easy, and really notice when things are getting worse. But that just comes with pregnancy, I have learned. I'm definitely at that point where it is hard to get comfortable whatsoever. Basically, I can just sit on the floor like this with really good posture, and I have a yoga ball, birth ball, whatever you want to call it, that's comfortable to sit on as well, and laying down in bed with my pregnancy pillow, of course. But those are really the only positions that I am comfortable in right now. So that can be something that gets really frustrating, but we're near the end, so it won't be much longer. I've definitely been having like lightning crotch, where it's like just sharp pains down there, and like I think she tries to move her head sometimes and it kind of hits nerves, and so I'll just have like sharp pains, and that's not very fun. And also I feel like when she's moving down I can really notice that too, but that's probably one of the worst things, along with the back pain, because sometimes it's just really painful. I've also been starting to like be very prone to cramps in my legs and my feet. I woke up in the middle of the night one night with like a horrible cramp in my calf. Jeez, I cannot talk. But my calf cramped up horribly, and it was like just the worst pain ever, and my leg was literally like sore for a couple days. And my feet cramp up really bad. I think part of that has to do with the swelling, and I have super duper arched feet, and so that just, it's really painful. I don't know. I don't really remember that happening much in my last pregnancy, but I don't know. Something that I noticed is this week at my doctor's appointment, my weight stayed the same from the week previously. And I've heard typically when that happens you're going to be going into labor soon, but who knows, that could be a myth. or I will be going into labor soon, at least the next few weeks, so I don't know. But that is something that I've taken note of. I have gained more this pregnancy than I did with my last one, but it's about only a 10-pound difference, and I just noticed that I had gained it quicker this time. But I think there are a few other factors other than just the pregnancy, but yeah. Nearly all clothes are just uncomfortable. It's just, I want to just hang out in pajamas. Like Alex's pajama pants and a t-shirt is about all I want to be in, and since we're mostly home because we're trying to social distance and not really go anywhere, it's kind of a little too easy to do. So it's nice when I have a few days through the week that I actually have to get dressed. I definitely feel like she is up in my ribs more. I kind of get this like really weird pain at the top of my belly where it feels like it's like the top of my uterus. Almost like a stinging type of pain, but I think it's just the pressure of everything, because I feel like she's almost like more inward versus how Asher was, but I don't know if that has to do with the placenta being anterior this time also. But she feels like she's up in my rib a lot. But she doesn't really kick my ribs, which is nice, because that was something that I did deal with Asher. But that's something that I dealt with Asher, is like he would kick my rib a lot, and that would make me super nervous, or like he would stretch out and like put a lot of pressure on my rib, whereas with her it's not that type of thing. It almost feels like her butt is what is putting pressure on my rib, but I don't think that's the case because I'm pretty sure it's lower. But I think the way that she just moves her legs and her feet, that sometimes it just feels like there's just way too much pressure up here, and it just hurts. So typically just laying down. Sometimes, I don't know, there really isn't a whole lot that I can do that makes it go away. Also, most nights I am waking up about every hour to 2 hours. There have been like a couple nights within the past week that I have been able to get like 3-hour stretches, which is great. But I always just look at it as like I'm just getting prepared for whenever I'm going to be waking up for her. It would be nice to be able to get like a full night's rest of sleep, especially because sometimes Asher will still wake up once, maybe twice through the night. It just depends. Right now his sleep is a little bit wacky for multiple reasons, but yeah, hopefully he just does super duper good when she's here, so then I'm not up with both kids through the night. I have still had a little bit of occasional nausea and headaches. It doesn't come very often and it doesn't stay very long, which I am so thankful for. But yeah, it's definitely, it happens sometimes. I think the headaches more so now than the nausea, but I think that can just be from being tired and being up and moving around and stuff like that. I don't know. Right now I've really been trying to drink some red raspberry leaf tea. I actually need to make another batch. I tried to make like a big batch for a couple days, so then because I like it cold and I like to put lemon in it because I'm not the biggest fan of the flavor, but I've found that if it's cold and if you add like lemon or something along the lines that you like, that it really helps. But I drank a lot of red raspberry leaf tea with Asher, and I do think that it helped and made some things more effective and limited my bleeding, which obviously is a great thing. I would really like to get into the habit of like drinking it like all the time, not just when I'm pregnant, but that's definitely just something I have only drank while I'm pregnant to really strengthen my uterus. And along with that, I have been pumping very occasionally. It's kind of like every other day, from anywhere from between 5 to 15 minutes. It just depends on how I'm feeling that day. I feel like it hasn't really brought on any type of contractions or cramps or anything like that, but I kind of also feel like it's getting me a little bit more used to the feeling of breastfeeding again and just kind of getting into that groove. But I'm just doing a little bit of that to see if maybe it can bring on things. But obviously, since I am still only 39 weeks now, it's not something like I'm doing like hardcore or anything like that. And like I said, if I do it, it's only like one time during the day, and in between that 5 to 15 minutes. But yeah, I really haven't had any success with like stimulating any cramps or anything like that with it. But I don't know, it might be different for you. I know that that's one of the biggest things that they say can really induce labor, but we're not there yet, obviously. And then also I am doing meditations almost daily. I was doing them a little bit better like the week before. This week's just been like a little bit crazy, but I think those really help and are helping prepare me for going through labor without getting any type of pain meds, and for delivering. Like I've mentioned in like every update video, I do Bridget Taylor's Built to Birth meditations, and I love them. They're very affirming, and I think they're like kind of like hypnobirthing, but I'm definitely going to be utilizing those during my labor. And I just kind of wanted to touch on like my anxieties surrounding COVID and everything. Like obviously I am terrified of any one of us in our family getting it, and just everything along those lines. So we're being like super duper careful. We're social distancing. We're not really having visitors right now, and we won't be having visitors for the first couple weeks that she's born, possibly even longer. And even once we do start allowing visitors, which like I said, I'm not for sure when that will be, we'll definitely be doing masks, clean hands, maybe even gloves. I'm not for sure, but we're definitely going to be super duper careful about that, because obviously that's the last thing that we want to happen. But granted, it's just a whole topic we're not going to get into, but we're just being cautious, because we don't want either of our kids to get sick or one of us to get sick and have to be more limited away from the kids. And anyways, on that note, also we don't want to spread it to other people. But yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and thank you guys so much for keeping up with this pregnancy, like along with me. I've really had so much fun documenting it, and I love being able to look back at these videos, and I hope you guys have been able to enjoy them. And you know, hopefully this is the last update video that I have for you guys. Hopefully she decides to come this week. Since about like, I think it was halfway through our pregnancy, Alex and I decided to like take a guess on a date, and I said the 4th, and I believe he said maybe the 5th. I'm not 100% for sure, but we'll see. Today is actually the 2nd, so, but baby girl is due on August 8th, and we will see when she decides to come. But thanks again for watching. I hope you liked this video, and if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and also comment what you'd like to see, because I like making content, but I also like making content that you guys like to see, so I would like to know what you like to see. Bye.